In this lesson, we're going to talk about a quick tweak that you can make to your tuning to make things sound super chunky and really expand your blues sound. It sounds a little bit like this. 3, 4. Hey there, John here with the Blues Guitar Institute, and this is your Tuesday Blues, where we take cool acoustic blues concepts and we break them down into small, bite-sized chunks so that you can get this stuff into your playing as fast as possible. That's exactly what we're going to do today, and you're going to learn that little piece that I just played, but we're going to talk about that tuning tweak that I talked about. And what's really happening here is I'm taking the 6th string and we're dropping it down in pitch. Now, you're going to hear this done, probably most frequently in drop D, where you take the 6th string and you tune it way down, a whole step down, and make it match the 4th string, which is tuned to a D. But you can hear this is a whole lot lower, so even further than the octave down when compared to D. We're actually tuning this 6th string to B. All right, now a couple of quick things before we put this into action. First off, I'm playing my 12th string here just because I've been listening to a lot of Blind Willie McTell. He played a 12th string on a lot of tunes, and he also employed this technique where he would drop the 6th string way down, even in some instances below this B, and then the other strings would still be tuned to standard, or at least standard relative to the dropped pitch. So basically here, I've got a nice standard tuned guitar. So, the strings go from 5 up. We've got A, D, G, B, and then E. But this 6th string is tuned to a B. Just matching that with the 2nd string. Of course, that 2nd string is a whole lot higher, but you can tell that's the same fundamental pitch there. The B is what's sounding there. So you want to drop down into B in order to play this, and it gives this real chunky vibe to what you're doing. And the cool thing is, because it's tuned to B and that works really well in the key of E, you can play a lot of E licks that you normally would play when the 6th string is tuned up to standard pitch E. You can really get by with a lot of those same licks, and it gives it a crazy cool vibe, just like what I was playing in the intro. If you take this first little move, that's definitely got this low, growly sound that's happening because of the 6th string. But you could absolutely do that when you're tuned up to standard tuning. So this is kind of a familiar way to approach playing in this dropped tuning. There's a lot of stuff that we're going to play through here that really works in standard tuning. And then to me, open tunings and all that stuff, you got to really kind of shift your mind. To me, playing with this dropped tuning, I don't really have to think so much. I can kind of rely on a lot of what I already know. So let's dive in and take a look at the bits and pieces that you heard at the very beginning of this video, because I want you to get that down into your playing and start to really have some fun with this dropped B piece here. And again, check out Blind Willie McTell, listen to his stuff, listen to Statesboro Blues. He's in drop D. It's definitely the most popular of his tunes, but check out Broke Down Engine, awesome song, and he's using this dropped 6th string approach, playing that, and it's a real cool vibe. So here's what we're doing when we're going to play through that piece. We're going to start out just kind of chunking with a shuffle rhythm feel. So all right, so that's the basic rhythm pulse, and we're going to do this slowly. So that's bending. I've got a palm mute happening, so this thing just doesn't ring like crazy on the 6th string, but I'm bending on the 3rd fret up, and then I'm catching 4th string 2nd fret. And then we're just going to walk back down into the B note here on the 5th string 2nd fret. You can loop that around just to kind of get yourself into the groove. But what we're going to do after you got that down, and I played it for a bar in the opening part of this video, moved into this little deal. And what I'm doing is sneaking up to the 5th fret on the 5th string. And I'll do this with my pinky occasionally, but sometimes when I really want to dig in, I'll get out of position and do it with my ring finger. I'll fret with my ring finger because I'm going to really dig in and do some of those bluesy quarter step bends. So just kind of pull that in a real gritty way, just slightly sharp. All right, so that's what's happening. We're doing the shuffle. You can bend all 3 of those. You can alter the bend, and when you actually play the note without bending, experiment with that. You get a slightly different feel coming out of the guitar depending on where you place that bend. Then I'm backing up to the B, 5th string, and then climbing up on the 3rd fret to the 5th fret on the 6th string, back to that B on the 5th string. So we've got then we're going to hit the open 6th string. So that nice B note's going to ring. And we do this chromatic climb on the 5th string. Then on the 6th string. And then we finish with this. This to me sounds a little more Texas bluesy, but just doing a hammer on and off on the 1st fret. Hammer on, pull off on the 1st fret of that 5th string. Then pulling on that 3rd fret 6th string. This is a lick that I might do in standard tuning, but it sounds super cool and really chunky when you play it low with this 6th string tuned down to B. All right, for the last bar, what we're going to do is we're going to have this 6th string ringing. And that's going to play out for a quarter beat. So it gets a quarter beat all by itself. And then we're kind of going to call on some of the vibe that's happening in Broke Down Engine. Well, not exactly that lick, but this might get you closer if you want to try to match that particular lick. So what we're going to do is on the 2nd beat of this measure, I'm going to pinch and kind of push up on this D note on the 2nd string 3rd fret. I'm going to push that with one of those blues bends, and then we're going to do this. All right, then we just have to answer this and finish out this measure. And I'm going to hammer onto the 1st fret of the 4th string, which is kind of getting us thinking about it in this B7 sort of vibe. That would be the 3rd of the B7 chord. But we're not fully going there, even though you can certainly play off a lot of E's and B's in with this 6th string tuning that we've got going on here. We're kind of doing that. So we're going to hammer on and then come down on the B on the 5th string 2nd fret, and then do our little pull off. So that last measure is, so we got some triplet action happening there. Alright, so when we put this thing together, you got a cool, funky little vibe happening. And definitely take these little bits and pieces and put them together in your own way. You can just jam on this riff. And then throw in little bits from the other part. So have a little bit of fun with that. So now that you know a few licks that really work with this 6th string D tune, mix them, match them, and put them together in your own creative and unique way. All right, I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and more importantly, I hope you got something from it. You know, this is a really cool way to just change one thing, just one small thing, and really expand the sound of your playing. So this is a cool one. Definitely take it to heart and then start jamming and putting this stuff together in your own way. And if you're looking for some of the fundamentals that can help you you do that, then definitely check out the Acoustic Blues Jumpstart. It's a premium course from Blues Guitar Institute, but if you sign up at the link on your screen, then I'll send you the first 3 lessons completely free. Just kind of get in there, and you've got some pretty cool takeaways and quick wins right off the rip with that. So check that out, bluesguitarinstitute.com/start now. That'll get you set up with the Acoustic Blues Jumpstart 3-pack, and you'll be well on your way to building some cool bluesy sounds of your own. All right, that's it for now. Until next week, be sure to practice smart and play on.